need to understand the difference. You read the blog on Facebook about Saturday, about understanding what a cornerstone is. If you're not subscribing to it, get on the site because I spend a bit of time each week. We've got sophisticated, and we've got complicated. People don't know the difference between all three. They think if something's sophisticated, it's difficult, or if something's complex, it's difficult. It's only difficult when it's complicated. Okay, I'll give you an example. The form that you just did is a very sophisticated version of a complex form called ceiling delta. It's sophisticated in so much that it's been refined over the years. All sophistication means that there's a level of refinement. What we're doing year in, year out is refining the system. Doesn't mean to say that we can't ignore the basics. I'm not saying that. The foundation principles can have a level of sophistication. There's no doubt about that. But complex, it's a complex form. You've got to be connecting with your physiology the whole time through. Why? Maintaining perfect posture, tension, breathing, the order of things, correctness of technique. It's complex. It's a relatively simple form if you look at it from the outside in, but what we know that we're doing internally, all the things, all the boxes we must tick, is quite complex. And it's become more sophisticated in the sense that we've refined it, we've given it more of a training yield, there's much more attention to dynamic tension, all of those things, that's a level of sophistication. It's only complicated if you don't have the tools to complete the task. Say, a language barrier would make it complicated for me to teach the form because I wouldn't be able to express all of the nuances that make it work. So language barrier. Building an engine isn't complicated, it's complex, but it only becomes complicated if I don't have the tools to complete the task. You know what I mean? Half my toolbox is missing, doesn't matter how much I know about mechanics, I can't do it with a stick. You know what I mean? I need a wrench. So without the right tools, it could be language, it could be anything, then something becomes complicated. The swing Chun system is complex, it's sophisticated, but it's not complicated because everything can be explained. If everything can be explained and intellectualized, then all we've got to do is commit it to memory and then commit it to muscle memory as well. It's a complex process. So don't confuse these two words with that. They're completely different. Okay? We're going to do a little flow drill today. What I talked about on Saturday was, do we really understand what foundation means? What I believe in is what I call the cornerstone principle. In masonry, the cornerstone is the most important stone laid. Every other stone is laid in reference to that one stone. It is the beginning of the building. And a lot of time and effort is put to make sure that that stone is laid correctly. Then everything else flows from there. So just like foundation skills, it's the beginning. It's what supports the structure. Refer back to that at all times. That doesn't mean to say it's not sophisticated, right? And we can sometimes confuse the word basic with simple and instead of foundation. To me, it's more foundation. Something that's basic to me is relatively simple. It's not exactly, by definition, it can't be really complex. There might be an element of sophistication there. It might have been refined down to the barest minimum part to become the most basic element. But foundation skills aren't necessarily really just basics. They are a combination, a complex combination of many skill sets that give you the basis of your game. Does that make sense? All right.